It's a strawweight showdown in Las Vegas. Dan Tom here with MMA Junkie to help you break down the main event for UFC Vegas 61 between Mackenzie Dern and Xiaonan. Xiaonan, of course, comes from a Wushu Sanda background as she prefers to strike, whereas Dern, though striking under the care of the great coach Jason Perillo, comes from a jiu-jitsu background as submissions are her specialty. At the time of this video, the odds makers and public are favoring Dern to kind of get the submission or at least the win at the very least, in the neighborhood of minus 240 is your favorite, with the comeback on your underdog, Xiaonan, in the neighborhood of plus 180 is your underdog via Tipico Sportsbook. Now, again, with the grappler and submission artist in the smaller cage of the Apex, Dern will probably end up getting my vote come pick time here as well. The matchup inherently is to her advantage, but we got to be careful about putting the cart before the horse. There's a lot of hype on Dern, and even though she has got a really great striking coach who I respect a lot, let's be honest, she should probably be on a two-fight skid as she's been outstruck in her last two fights fairly thoroughly, regardless of how the scores ended up shaking out. So this is something to be aware of if this fight extends past 2 rounds, where Xiaonan, I believe, is more of a unheralded 5-round fighter. I think her style can mature very well there, but we've also seen Yan kind of flag in the third if the fight is forced to have a lot of grappling. So that puts a little bit of hesitation, as I really wanted to back the dog here. I'm actually going to go with Dern. I am leaning in that direction. Be sure to check my main card quick picks and prognostications article at MMAJunkie.com this weekend to make sure of that. But ultimately, the striking improvements, although there is still some to be desired there, and the fact that she is not afraid to pull guard if the wrestling is not going her way, ultimately, I think that's enough to put the pick in the Dern side for me. This is not a fight I'm going to be rushing to the sports book to play, but for my pick, I'm going to go with Mackenzie Dern. Feel free to hit me with what you're going with below. As far as results go, though, keep it locked, MMAJunkie.com.